Free will. That's what sets us apart from machines. The choice to become, the choice to destroy, simply having the choice to do whatever it is that we please. A robot made of metal parts, liquid coolant, and developed answers for every question couldn't possibly understand how to love, how to feel emotion, and how to make a choice based on the free will of that choice instead of programming. Detroit Become Human creates a world where robots are sentient beings able to bypass their programming in order to create a more human version of themselves. What's going on, you guys? It's your huggable hipster here, and welcome to my review of Detroit Become Human. I absolutely love this game. No shock. For those of you who saw the Twitch live streams, which if you did not see any of my live streams, I don't know if they're still up right now because Twitch deletes the live streams, which is just poo-poo. So this review is going to be a mixture of kind of psychology, philosophy, science fiction. It's going to touch on a lot of different things, and I really think it's very, very important to first and foremost go over the 3 laws. Now, what are the 3 laws exactly? Isaac Asimov stated in his description of the 3 laws of robotics that 1. A robot may not injure a human or allow a human to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey orders unless they conflict with law number 1. And 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as the actions do not conflict with either the first or second law. These laws define the world in which Detroit Become Human exists in and how it binds the story of this game in such a cohesive manner, bringing kind of the concept of the deviants to more of another level that is more unique than I think I've seen any story really approach a game of a sentient robot. When robots become deviants, they are, at least in my eyes, becoming more human and more in their nature, empathetic, and more they have more of like the realization of like, oh crap, I have a choice. This goes against the 3 laws, making robots unfit for their working environment, and Detroit Become Human goes into what Asimov created in iRobot. They basically turned iRobot into a game, and I think it's absolutely incredible. In Asimov's iRobots, robots can become teachers, they can become politicians, they have a sense of humor, they can even read minds. By the way, if you guys have not read the book iRobot, it is worth it. Please read the book. It is absolutely phenomenal. This game kind of steps foot into the mind of the person playing it and manifests the psychological what-ifs of the worst fears come to life, in a sense. Is it even possible for a robot that is created by ones and zeros to even understand nuance, emotion, or even intonation? To have robots and humans work side by side, it really depends on how the human and robot coexist to an extent. This isn't impossible to happen. Technology, Elon Musk is, I think, even starting some of the first sentient robots. I feel like at points, it almost feels like technology is evolving faster than we can breathe, and it won't just stop at Alexa or the iRobot home vacuum. It's going to increase, and it's going to be to a point, I think, of where it will be like Detroit Become Human, where we have robots that look and act uncannily like human beings. Detroit Become Human psychologically makes you aware of every little thing, every little conversation shift, nuance, and tiny change in not only the environment, but the story. The controls also play a huge part in the story and the player's reaction time in how a situation will turn out. If you're not fast enough, Connor could die, Kara could get hurt, or Marcus could be spotted. There is a combination of things that trigger sequences of events that lead to a multitude of endings. The controls themselves are simple, and the only issues I really had with them was Connor's robotic movements, which, while they matched his character, they aren't really ideal for maneuvering him. Even though the controls took a tad for me to get acquainted with and are very intuitive in regards to what tasks the characters has to play out, whether it's picking up something, turning doorknobs, or pressing multiple buttons at the same time, the intuitive cohesiveness of the controls is some of the best work I've seen in a game. Now, since the controllers and the story play a big part in how you experience this game, like I've stated earlier, it's important to note that the aim of the game is to make the player feel as uncomfortable as humanly possible. Just as a sentient android is learning about their experience, the player is learning about how far they're willing to push things to either get what they want or keep the character safe or get a good ending. or if you're basically hellbent on seeing the world burn, you have the option of getting the most heartbreaking ending ever as well. It's all about how the existence of the androids we play as are interpreted and following through with a storyline that we build. So this next part I'm about to talk about is probably one of my favorite parts of the game and how it's constructed, is how they break the fourth wall. When you're making the feeling of immersion happen, it's a special skill that is really needed as a writer and developer, that you keep the immersion while breaking the fourth wall. That's a very special thing that writers can utilize and just put into a story. I don't know how they do it, but it's possible. Now, in the main menu, I feel like I would be remiss if I did not talk about this, but in the main menu, there is a robot that talks to you. And as the gameplay is updated, the robot changes their dialogue. They change the way that they will talk to you. They even perform controller tests. Like, I love it.
Marcus was our only hope, and you let him die. What will happen to our people now?
At one point it asked me, can we be friends? The player can accept or deny, and it will ask also at the very end, can I be set free? I think this type of immersion and dedication to the game is absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely heartbreaking too, because the question, can I be free? Can I be my own being? I think that's so heartbreaking, because we see in a world today of where freedom to some extent is quite limited in certain aspects of life. I haven't seen this type of breaking the fourth wall in a game in particular where it's done so effortlessly and cohesively with the story, because the menu, you see the robot in the menu, it's the same, it's a character that's also in the game, which I think is absolutely brilliant to do. The game is also challenging the person's belief structure as well, with the questioning of God or a higher life form being RA9. Could it be a type of robot? Could it be a god to the sentient robots? The many characters that are in this game have a connection to RA9. And if I remember correctly, I believe in the test demo that they showed for Detroit Become Human, when it was just what the capabilities of the PS4 are. It wasn't a game yet. It was just, they were basically showing, oh, this is a character called Kara. And it was just like a test screening, and basically that's what gave birth to Detroit Become Human. I believe that Kara in that clip segment was an RA9, was the first actual sentient robot in that universe to have really thoughts and feelings and fears and I don't want to die, oh my god, that clip was just so sad and heartbreaking. Many of the characters in the game have the connection to RA9, but my biggest takeaway from that is the manifestation of God in the game, because everyone and everything needs something to believe in. We all need something to believe in, whether it's God, whether it's food, whether it's a song, whether, it's people. We all need something to believe in this lifetime or the next. In the midst of absolutely loving this game, I went into it knowing that there was controversy coating its iridescent, thought-filled layers. While this game is, to put it simply, a writing and visual masterpiece, I have to take a moment to point out that the creator of this game, David Cage, is not someone that we want to be looking up to in the gaming industry, let alone singing praises to. Let's speak out our praises to the actors that worked on this game, the developers, the writers, artists, etc. They are the true creators of this game, becoming the massive success that it is. The game touched my soul in a strong and personal way, from the riots in the game eerily mimicking things that we've seen in 2021, to how even equality still has to be fought for on a daily basis. While this game predicted a lot, it also let the player create their own narrative and story with endless dialogue options and a multitude of ways to go about completing a task. I truly loved the experience I had with the game. It filled my brain with questions and my heart racing. A deviant is just a robot wanting to become human, a piece of plastic they are no more, and a thinking creature they have become. But you guys, that was my review on Detroit Become Human. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. I would love to hear what you guys think about the whole concept of a sentient robot, about what you guys thought of this game. If you've played it, let me know some of your thoughts. I absolutely just love this game. It's absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning writing work. So many different branches that you could go off of and explore. Oh my gosh, I need to platinum this game. I need to see all the different endings that are possible. It's just so immersive. But you guys, if y'all like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I actually came up with a schedule for TikTok. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on TikTok as well, but they're a little bit later on in the day so that these two videos don't intersect in timing and everything like that. But with that being said, stay casually nerdy, you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, you guys.
This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be.